Take a look at this old classic. Okay, so we are starting with a classic redraw. Ooh. Very graphic art style. Letting Go by Fries. Let's try to recreate it. Alright, I'm gonna be a little rusty on the controls here. But let's see. Okay. Looks Hollow Knight flavored. Oh, hello, Leku. Welcome. Very Hollow Knight looking indeed. Yes, I imagine Hollow Knight is top of mind for a lot of people right now. Happy skonging to everyone who's enjoying that. I've been... Oh, yeah, I guess that's another aside. I have made progress in Deltarune Chapter 4. I'm on the final boss. And I need to, like, wait a week because I played too much at once. And I need to give it a rest for my brain's sake. Ah! I'm so close to the end. I just want to fucking finish it. But I need to chill out on that. For a little bit, and then I'll be able to get back to it. But yeah, so we'll establish some parameters for sketching out. Right, just remembering all my shortcuts, my controls. Establish some parameters for sketching out this little guy, and then get into a little bit of blabbing while I'm working that out. So we've got actually some decently coordinated palettes this time. There's none that really stick out too badly. Lots of pinks and greens, and then I think the, you know, less common colors like the orangey peachies are complementary. Yeah, I think good to take a break. Don't want to have a bad time. Oh no. Oh, does anyone know if the new things from the Undertale 10th anniversary stream are also things that have chapter 4 spoilers? Because I really want to watch them, but I'm worried that they're going to have spoilers, because I know that there was some chapter 4 talk during the stream. I think it was Mixolity mentioned that, which I do appreciate. Avoiding the spoilers. But yeah, I really want to watch that. I just need to be careful about spoiling stuff. I cheated a little bit. I looked up a video of the final boss because I kept getting to a certain point and I was like, this sucks. How much longer am I going to have to do this for? Because I just wanted to see how long the boss fight was. So I got like little spoilers about once you get past like the first 3 attack phases or whatever. But yeah, I don't want to have a bad time. Let's see. Because like the little floaty skulls, like those just, they feel green to me because I'm seeing like this like poison green that we kind of have going on in the palette, or even like, ooh, that one is cool. I kind of like doing the idea of doing like, how do all of these look together? Like these, because we have all of these colors for like the night guy. And then maybe some of the more blue or like the less saturated colors. We've got like is really desaturated. So we always get stuck on the background. Final boss, I don't think the 10th anniversary stuff is supposed to be on there, but you only watch the highlights. Make dinner real quick. Please do. Fuck yeah, sustenance. Yes. That green looks really yucky. Next to all the pinks. They make it look especially yucky, so I don't think I want to use that one actually. Yeah, because otherwise there's like these like purpley ones. They kind of... Then the pink doesn't really stick out though. There's like this muddy orangey. See, that is kind of an issue, and you have, oh, it's so cool that all the colors are similar, but now it's like, what am I doing for a background on this? Like, there's that. I could do that for like the shiny parts. The shining light. Although there's also like that gold. I like the gold maybe just for like an accent color more so than a background color. Or like a like kind of a highlight color. Yeah, I feel like this peachy is like a passable neutral, but there's two colors going on in the background. There's that really dark. That's not bad, actually. So, I think I might actually start with that. And maybe, actually, hold on. I'm getting ideas. I'm experiencing a grand vision. I'll make this a little bigger. Leaning towards like a trickster mode night. Ooh, yeah. Like, you know what, actually, I think I am still going to use the smaller brush for this. Even though it might take... Yeah, no, that's actually... That's pretty good. I always kind of forget that when you do these challenges, you can like, you know, stylize them and stuff. I get really caught up in trying to like be exacting. And it's like, it doesn't have to be that way. Angle this a little bit. Take some of these like down a little lower. Yeah. Trying to like maybe fill in this top area. That one dot just like there did not want to go for me. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah. And then maybe because there's like just for like a different color for the grassy down here. I don't know if I like that actually. Hold on. I don't know if I have any other option. I mean, there's like this. Yeah, because it was the other like yellow that I was looking at for kind of like a goldy color. We just scribble some like little patches down here. Yeah, okay. So I guess the skulls are gonna have to be a different color now, but that's okay. There's so many. Okay, now I need to re-swatch all of these pinks because I forget which one is. Those ones are almost all like a little too close to each other, and then we've got like these ones that get really dark. So I feel like those three as like, okay, I'm gonna sketch out the shape of this guy in the dark pink. Yeah, and while I am on to that, how about that anime season? Anyone else watch some good shows in the last anime season? I did keep up with a few. I've mentioned this, I think, on some other streams. Right, and I had a few specific ones that I wanted to talk about. Too much going on last season? Fair. I've had... I put too much on myself, and I still managed to keep up with all of it, but I didn't even realize until I started like writing it all down. I was like, what the fuck? How did I keep up with like 20 bajillion anime in the last season? Yeah, but I know that the last time I brought up anime, oh yeah, Dandadan fucking slapped hard as usual. But I know the last time that I brought up anime on here, I just started watching Bocce the Rock, and I just wanted to follow up on that. I've been waiting to follow up on that for ages, because the last time I talked about it, I was like, I don't know guys, I think I just don't like it, and I stand corrected. I must correct myself, because once it got going more, I found myself, like, really enjoying it. A lot more than I had in the beginning. The beginning of it just felt very like... I'm not big on shows that are like meant for people to just like wallow in their anxiety. You feel me? And the early parts of Bocce really felt like that to me. Like before she started doing more stuff with the band. And past that though, I will say it's still not really a genre that I would normally engage in, but I enjoyed it a lot. It was a very good show, and it was very cute. Right, he's got kind of like there, just getting like a silhouette down here. Put like a knee. Your watch list keeps going into no signs of slowing. Yeah. I am considering taking a rest on the seasonal stuff for the next season. And trying to focus a little more on actually watching things on my watch list. But I don't know, I just like having something to look forward to every week. I just find that is, you know, enhances the quality of my life. I like having something to look forward to like that. I think his elbow needs to come out a little more. I know he's holding a big sword, but I'll get the big sword later. Alright, let's see this one. Started Dandadan but got distracted. Yeah, it is, I highly recommend it with minor caveats. I have a little bit of beef with it, even though, like, I'll be real, it's one of my, like, it very quickly became, like, a favorite anime. Like, so much so that I started reading the manga, during the run of this last season. What the fuck am I doing here? Sorry, I'm not really sure what's happening with this little guy right now. Yeah, I think this is where I put the hand. See, the silhouette thing works when you have a strong silhouette, but when it's like these parts, it's like it's getting a little muddy. Yeah, let's do that. It'll be fine. You've been trying to watch the start of season 2 for ages now. Missed it on Dunmesh because you wanted to read the first arc at least first. See, I did other way around. I started watching Dunmeshi and then I deliberately didn't start reading it until the show was finished because I like having like something to like look forward to every week. So I was like, I'll get to it when it's done. And then I did, and it was well worth it. That's good manga. Nope, that's not where I wanted that line to go. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the new character that was introduced in this season of Dandadan. And I'll leave it at that. Because y'all are still... A lot of y'all are still looking to get caught up with that. So I will not spoil anything. Like a little higher, maybe? I don't know, y'all. I'm kind of losing the plot on what I'm doing with this drawing right now. I'm losing the plot just a little bit. My silhouetting approach is biting me here. I understand it was on your radar forever, but didn't get the motivation until the anime came out. Yeah. Yeah, I am... Yeah, that's a knee. Yeah, I did watch a couple other things this season I thought would be fun to discuss. One of them being, I didn't end up getting around to finishing this until like a couple nights ago actually, just because of the way things have been going for me lately. I think I might have mentioned this last time. Turkey Time to Strike. Was a really interesting choice. No, that is what I wanted to do. So part of this show's like marketing and stuff, it's got a really big twist at the end of the first episode that they didn't like communicate or like tell anyone about until after like the episode was out already. Like episode came out and then they released another trailer for the show showing off what it was actually going to be like. Because it appears to be a twee sports anime. It is gritty historical isekai, or it tries to be gritty. That's the thing. I think this show, the impression it left me with was that it was just trying to be too many things at once, unfortunately, which really muddied is that really the color that I... Yeah, it is. Fuck, I don't know if I like that. Hold on. It was a fun watch, but it's very disorganized. Much like my speech while I'm trying to, like, draw and shit at the same time. Hold on. I might have to do some block filling in order to fix, my colors here, because something's not... No, that's not right either. I don't think I really like this really muddy raspberry color, and now I don't have a shadow. Now I don't have a shadow color. Or I guess if I say the pink, the brighter pink is my mid and the hot pink is my shadow, then what's my highlight? Is another way to look at it. I mean, I could do really high contrast highlight and do like this peachy tone. That might work actually. There, hold on, what? Forcing Introsi to play Jackbox might get more art in the corner. Wild, nice. Jackbox night in the server. Yeah, that would be sick. Oh yeah, Andrew Art Corner, he posted some of their earliest drawings of like Kanaya and Tavros. I love Kanaya so much. Oh my god. Anime talk is going down the drain. Sorry, guys. I'm finding it a lot harder than I thought I would to dredge up my extensive list of anime opinions while trying to figure out what the fuck is happening with this drawing. But, yeah, that was good. The Homestuck reread, that's been going well. I like do that. How's that? For like highlighty type stuff. No, I don't want them to be connected. I think I need to do hold on. I need like this, but for them to not like touch. Yeah, okay. Sure. I'm gonna have to come up with maybe a new face color or like an outline color or something. Because there's face holes, and I don't think using hot pink for the face holes is gonna be the move. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna like kind of go off script on some of the highlighting stuff here, because like, man, the fuck. Alright, I'm just gonna put a little one down here. Kind of like over here. Yeah. What else has been happening with anime? I watch so many shows. Oh, Pokemon Concierge. Anyone else keeping up with that one? I have middling feelings about it. You know, I just didn't have a great anime season. Now that I'm like really hashing it out, I just didn't. A lot of the stuff that I watched, aside from like Dan to Dan, a lot of the stuff that I watched, I ended up just finishing it and being like, this was like a 6 out of 10 experience. So, you know, that was unfortunate. I feel like I could have maybe made better decisions. You know what I regret not watching is Ruri Rocks. I've heard some really great things about that now, and I was thinking about it in the beginning, and I didn't go for it, and I regret it because it looks very cute. Does this even look like what's happening on the shirt? You know what, actually? Close enough. I'm gonna just like do that. Let's get a big sword in here. Maybe the sword will be the dark color. Maybe that will work. Because it comes up, the line of it is kind of like, and then it comes down. That's not a straight line. Or that's not the right angle of line. That's close enough, I think, to being right. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's good. Oh yeah, Rory Rocks is amazing. Cute girls going out into the Japanese mountains to find gems and stuff. Nice. Okay, that's another good review, another good point to Rory Rocks. Okay, I have to watch that show. Maybe that will be my gap show, because there, you know, the anime season has ended, and the next one is like not really started yet. So, you know, we're in kind of the in-between. Maybe that will be my in-between show. I'll get into watching Rory Rocks. Near the top looks really nice. Yeah, it looks quite adorable. Yeah. Where am I going? Yeah, I think it's kind of like, it's a little triangle there. And then, no, the triangles are closer to the top, like, kind of like they're bigger. That might be too big, actually. Ah, scale! Oh, that horn comes up higher. That horn comes up higher. It like, the tip part of it kind of like blends in with the background there. Okay. Yeah, because this, it's like, I just like keep a straight line going all the way up. Whee! Okay. Yeah, kind of thicken the one. That's not quite what I was going for. That's okay. That's okay. Ah! Sort of. like that. Yep. Okay. Oh no, this is not working. But it's fine. There's just gonna be... Oh, that's way too big. You know what, I'm leaving it. It's just gonna be like this on my sword that I'm drawing. There. It's fine. Failed to watch a lot of their anime, mostly because of Silk Song. Hers has double damage. It sure does. Oh my. Oh my, what have I done? Speaking of oh my, what the Yeah, no, it's fine. I might just not draw the grip on this big sword. Or maybe, what if there's this like orangey color. Yeah, we're just gonna say this is, I'm not doing very much color theory today. Yeah. Stuck on a boss for 3 days, but most bosses are a lot of fun once you get past the pain. Oh, ouch. Yeah, that is, I think I've elaborated on this before. That's why I will not be streaming Silk Song or like playing it ever or Hollow Knight. I'm simply not interested in being in pain all the time. I'm not into the grind. Simply not for me. You know what? Using the background color for this actually looks okay. Now, my placement of these markings leaves a little something to be desired. But that's just too bad. Oh, there's a little arrow thing coming out of the... Okay. Still think all games like this should have Celeste Assist mode. Fuck yes, accessibility, baby. Yeah. I think that Deltarune should have better accessibility settings. Just like tossing that one out there. Like, reduced screen shake, reduced flashing lights, more save points, just like in general, more frequent save points. How's this? This is arrow shaped. Sure. I don't even know what the light source is anymore. Let's just put some highlights over there because I think they'll look pretty. Alright. So, the little skull guys, I think are the only parts left of this illustration. And I don't know how I feel about the sword colors, but I also don't know what other colors would actually like work. I'm thinking I might do the sword colors for the little skull floaty magic fellows. Just because it would bring those colors in to another spot in the painting, and it would also, like, I'm running out of high contrast options for this bright green. Her game should be exactly as accessible as you want it to be. Yeah, yo. Have I mentioned Laura K. Buzz before? I don't know if I've mentioned Laura K. Buzz on here before, but like, you want to know about accessibility in gaming? Laura Kate Dale is where it's at. She is amazing. I have learned so much from her YouTube channel. Just about accessibility in general, like outside of, you know, my own framework or like the things that I would need from something, right? Like, yeah, she's great. Top notch. And she posts really regularly too. Like game specific stuff, but also just like more industry wide type things. Leads to accessible trailers. She does accessibility reviews for specific games. I don't know if that's what you might be thinking of. Let me put her name in chat. Laura K. Buzz. That is what her username is on pretty much any platform that she's on. She does the accessibility summer showcase. Maybe that could also be what you might be thinking of if that is related to her, because the accessibility summer showcase is it is a lot of like upcoming video game trailers, but like with a focus on the accessibility features that are available in them. I'm just thinking that maybe like this one might be handy for if I do yeah, so that's good. I'm gonna take back some of the edge ones, but just make it like a little bit less dense. That's what you're vaguely remembering? Yeah, yes. So that is her, and she's awesome. Get like a little. They don't look particularly skullish. Okay. I think that's that. I think this might be the least close to the reference image of any of these ones that I've done. But still snazzy, I think. I'm kind of surprised at how well the shape of the guy turned out. Maybe focusing on the silhouette was a good move. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna mark this one as complete then. Boom. Yeah, baby. Oh. What's that doing there? Oh. It's because I hit enter because I'm once again getting Deltarune controls mixed up. I go back and forth between If I'm menuing, I use Z and X. But if there's a lot of dialogue, then I'll use, like, Enter and Shift. I kind of go back and forth on the controls. Anyway, spacebar. Alright, brushes down. Let's see how we did. So gloomy. Yeah. But also, kinda cool. You have truly captured the coolness of this piece. There's a lot going on here. I can tell you really like that dark blue. There's an even balance of value. Okay, that's it for now. Your piece will be in the 11Z's Master Gallery, Muffin. Keep practicing.